Hello. Welcome, friends, to an episode of Breaking Bedrock. Today, we have our whole storage farm ready to go. Check this beautiful place out. What's up, Doug and Doug? Those are my boys. All right, so what do we need to do today? For those of you in the last episode who didn't see, we finished this beautiful map. Center of the map room and a big lush green wall with a bunch of nice vegetation for us, which also leads us into the loot room where we have all of our various loot items stored away with a bunch of extra pieces available as well. And we have our flora section, so this is going to have all of our greenery. Outside of that, we have, check it out, we have all of our items. So we're going to start storing a bunch of different items in here. Now, the only issue that I'm currently having is we are running out of our materials. That means no redstone. So the kingdom is nothing if it doesn't have its riches. So we're gonna need to do a few things today. So you wanna help me build? Where am I? What have I done? All right, well, once I get unstuck, let's go. Yeah, the good thing is we have a slime farm. Let's go check it out. So today we're going to take a little bit of a break. We've been in the kingdom in the last episode quite a bit of the time. So let's do a nice little trip to some of our older stuff. You see in the background our Mason's Guild and a few of our old original builds. This place is sort of the starter locations. You have in the background way far out the shopping district. We have the barn. We have a seaside village with a big tree and the bee farm. And if you look out this way, you get my pumpkin farms. This is my old location. This is somewhere where I used to have, oh my gosh, many hours were spent building this original. This is my first ever starter house. So yeah, this was the original start when we found the first area. This is the kingdom now as we know it. And we found all of this land to the south and all these things up far away. Look at that. Wow, I thought we didn't have this egg anymore. This is the only egg on the entire server. So once we got into the decision to build ourselves a really full storage hall in our first operation, this is what I ended up cultivating. Welcome to the big hole. Anyway, this is the slime farm. Oh my goodness, I didn't do it. And I don't even have a totem on me. What am I trying? Okay, and just like that, we are at the bottom of the massive hole. Now, this place is, as you can tell, it was a bit of a grind. But once we got to it, we found out that this area here is, I found a slime chunk. So we built a full slime factory. The slime factory uses the snowmen here, snow golems. There are multiple levels of these slimes can jump into. They jump into the magma blocks, they die, and then they end up coming around this cart here and into here where they store more and more material. Now I did just grab a bunch of slime balls the last time I was down here, so unfortunately we're gonna need to see if there's any more in stock. Yeah, maybe I left a couple. Okay, a few. I think a lot of the stuff here makes me remember that just because we have the kingdom now, it doesn't mean that we can't still enjoy playing back at home. We have all of our colors, and this is the main storage hall. We have these sorting silos back in the day. These sorting silos never actually got done, but as you can see, it's a bit of a condensed situation. These are called daisy hopper chains, and they light up the surrounding, or these redstone pillars, so that it'll tell you how much stuff is inside. So let's go ahead and grab a few more things that we need from here. Okay, we have grabbed pretty much everything we need. So the only thing left to do is to go back to the other storage hall. As you can see, we are back in the main area. Now that's what that secret tunnel goes to. So if you were ever wondering, there you go. Now that we've gotten all of our materials here, we've got our slime balls, we've got our iron, we've got some nether quartz and wood and redstone with cobblestone, we are ready to turn this to this. And now, as you can see, we're pretty much stocking up on a lot of our like basic necessities when it comes to redstone. We do unfortunately have one big problem, and that's that I have all of these leftover resources and we have no redstone. Alright, so that's going to be one of our big issues. We can do the rest of the lighting stuff as we see fit, but we are going to need to go and work on, well, oh, if you can see, actually, that box right there says it all. That's our witch hut box. So we're gonna go out and find ourselves a witch's hut that we scanned in the last episode. Just to the west of that is a beautiful new location that we can go and start building on. So if you'd like to, come with me. I did it. Hey, look at that. All right, let's go. Okay, and after a long journey, we found ourselves this cute little village, and just next to that village is going to be something spectacular. That's right, we are about to do our first ever redstone farm. So I don't know if you know, but let's go over some details. The witch's hut is a very simple construction. The witches will spawn one after another out of that little hut right there. They then start to roam out into the area, and if you find ways to kill them quickly, they will just continue to respawn over and over and over again. So, first things first is we're going to need to turn this terrain into a little bit more of a manageable situation for us. Okay, so it's, oh god, getting a little safer, and guess what I just found? I just found a little frog. I actually do not know what frogs need to thrive, but this is actually a huge deal, because that means that today we're going to do a witch farm, and at the exact same time we're going to be able to pull some of these frogs, and we'll pull them over here to a nether portal, and we'll have to bring that little baby all the way home. So that's really exciting. 2 frogs. And of course I forgot to grab glass, so there we go. Hey, but the good news is that we have a portal, and it links up to another portal. So when we finally start to get frogs, we'll just bring them straight home. Super simple. I think one of the things that's funniest about making these redstone builds is that I always forget how annoying they are when you don't have them to be turned off and on. But we're getting there. Okay, I think we did it. I'm in my AFK spot. You can kind of see the piston going off right there. So we're gonna sit here for 1 hour, see what happens. Okay, that's 1 whole hour. Let's see, what do we got for us, witches? That is a lot of potions. All right. Wow, what a success. Oh, hello. It's been really nice. We built this like very rudimentary situation. It's just gonna have a trident killer. Thank you, Bedrock. We appreciate you. We're gonna need to decide how to rearrange this storage system, because at the moment it's a little rudimentary, and that's fine, but I don't know about you, but we didn't spend all of our time creating an awesome storage hall if not to do an awesome storage hall pretty much everywhere else. So now that we have the information that we need on how to build one, let's do it together. Okay, so now all we have to do is get rid of all of this loot in 5 minutes. Yes, of course. There's every single one of these things is already full. And then we'll go here. And this is where we're gonna add all of our extra things that we get from these killers. I have so many chests, so we're okay. Gotta get all of this gear together quickly. Also, a lot of sugar. What are we gonna use sugar for? Frog. And this is it. All right, we've cleaned this area up. Nice. This is looking really good. Okay, so now all we have to do is we're gonna install a new sorter in here. Okay, and we've done this a few times, so I'm not gonna make you have to watch it over and over and over again. But I'll show you again at the end what it looks like. Hello, Mr. Frog. Hello. I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to. Thank you. Hey. Oh. What? I built you that. We'll have to do this again in the future. I think one of the funniest things that I like to do in Minecraft is to severely underestimate how much space I need. I'm always like, okay, this should be enough, and then I realized that I had to go through and dig so much more, and that wasn't even close to enough. So we're gonna have to keep digging. The good news is, though, however, once you really start to get a hang of it, I feel like that this stuff gets really easy. Some comparators here. bunch of redstone dust, which thankfully we have a bunch of now. Thank you, witches. All right, and we're done. I mean, this is just the framework. We have finally got it all set up. So this is gonna be our storage area. Each one of these sorting things has filler items backed up with the other item as well. So glowstone, sugar, all of the powders here. And then we have spider eyes, sticks, and glass bottles. Outside of that, we have our bulk storage, which is gonna be where most of the stuff is gonna be sent. We need to have some sort of like strategy about getting rid of all of the trash so that it doesn't back the system up. So if we're doing a couple hour long AFK session, we want to make sure that we don't bust that out. So that's the next task, is to build some sort of maybe a dispenser line here at the very end that just dispenses items directly onto the floor. So let's create something like that. That way, if for some reason this whole thing fills up, we can still get all of our water bottles out. And luckily, I do believe we have, we'll take a dropper, and then we'll just make it drop directly into the floor, or we can even go and grab ourselves some lava, and that should be it. Okay, may as well do a little test while we're here. Let's go ahead and stick this in there. Ta-da! And look at that. That means that all of the items are gonna drop off back here. And let's go ahead and block this area up so that it goes straight down into this hole. And I'll put some lava down there at some point. So that'll be our disposable output source. So that way, when this machine is running, we can make sure that we don't have to worry about everything backing up. I mean, of course, that being said, if these double chests fill up, who knows? That's gonna get wild. But yeah, there we go. Now we're in and ready to go. So let's do like a really long AFK session and see what happens. And welcome back. Okay, so we have so many items that I had to fill up 5 different shulker boxes worth. We still have so many more in storage here, ready to go. This machine is pretty wild, albeit it's not as fast as I thought it was gonna be. Sand has been AFKing overnight, and we still only got like a few stacks, a few rows of redstone. But nonetheless, very cool, and I cannot wait to keep expanding this. I think at some point, and I hate to say this, but at some point we may have to do a perimeter, which means that we need to dig a big hole in the ground, 128 blocks in every direction. We'll see about that. We're not 100% sure yet. But the cool news is that we got a couple of frogs. These 2 babies here, and as long as I don't lose them. All right, so the good news is that at the moment, this machine, I wonder if, come. I wonder if, how to, there we go. Come, this way. Yep, that's 1 and 2. All right, perfect. I don't know how to stop this dude from accidentally pulling himself back into the thing. All right, you 2 come with me. Hey, yo. All right, and so it's time to take these 2 babies out here, and we are gonna bring them back home. I think we should probably take them to the kingdom for now until we decide what we're gonna do. Wow, they're actually moving. I did not know how fast these guys are. Good job. Hi, foxes. I think this is gonna be really fun. The only thing that I think I'm actually nervous about is how am I gonna get these guys in through here?
Oh my god, is that a frog?
Yeah, and I'm also recording.
I know.
Okay, well, it is raining and it's snowing at the same time, but we need to get these little babies all the way down there. And of course, for some reason, everybody decides to come out and play. All right, just don't die. This is gonna be the big task for you 2. The bad news is I did lose one of my leads. Come. There you are, what's up? Hi. All right, come. Let's go. Good job. There we go. All right. Actually, you know what's funny is you can kind of just like let them go at their own devices, and then this guy just walked himself down. All right, and we made it. So now we have frogs. So we need to get these 2 all the way over to near the storage hall, because that's where we're going to be at for a long time. And you know what that means. It's time to get ourselves a frog-like factory. I am so thankful that Astro Girl has gone and made us roads in this kingdom already so that we know where we're going as we're going there. And I really love that little tree arch. All right. Well, look at that. We have gone a full distance here, getting all these frogs to go where we need them, and now we're home. We've officially brought frogs back to the mainland. All right, frogs are now officially here and hanging out. The good news is once it stops raining, we can work on our guys. All right, with all that being said and done, I think we can transfer over maybe like a stack of each of these items, and now we have a bunch of extra stuff for new redstone projects. All right, that's one of all of these other things open. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a task, but this was really fun. I guess we're done with our witch farm, which is, by the way, over here. I don't know why I thought it was over there. I am honestly so excited to have more redstone in hand because this project has been something that I've been wanting to finish for quite a while. And as you can see, I think we have room for one or maybe even two more stories. I don't know how huge this build's gonna end up being, but I definitely think that it's gonna be fun to work down. I guess we're just gonna have to cut to a time-lapse video. You know, it's during these moments here that I find myself in the most meditative states. Who doesn't love to just place block after block after block after block? I'm having a good time. Alright, now that all of that's done, we're getting really close to the end here. All I gotta do now is get a bunch of buckets, and luckily, there's a bunch of buckets here at the lava farm. So let's just grab a few of these. I think about 16 should do. Alright, we're at a nice, like, big open river. So now we can just start spamming. Let's not forget that we have to continue the tradition of adding a bunch of glass. Because if we're not, then, well, wouldn't be able to do this. Ta-da! You know, when I was a lot younger, I learned of a phrase called repeatable routines. And honestly, Minecraft is one of the best things for that. I love replicating over and over and over into a process on Minecraft. Something so soothing about just like getting into the flow state, starting to get the like process built out, and knowing that like it's gonna be okay. It's nice. And of course I was 2 buckets short. Okay, so nope. Let's get some of this, and we are gonna plant all of the rest of the sugarcane. This honestly was a lot simpler than I thought it was gonna be. Now we're going to add, instead of what we currently have here in our farm, how it is all the cobblestone on the ground, we're going to do a little something different. We're going to add a bunch of hoppers. I feel like hoppers in this farm are going to be more consistent than... What did I think I was doing? Okay, right, hoppers. We're gonna get there, I promise. So I think I definitely don't want to do a water stream because underneath this machine here is another section, and we can have everything drop into one collection system down there, which maybe, honestly, maybe we could do. The big issue that I'm gonna see here is that things are gonna start falling off onto either side, and I wonder if that's gonna cause problems down the line. We can take a peek and just kind of do some testing and see what we like. I don't really want to waste the hoppers if I can handle it because, you know, we're definitely not poor on hoppers, but do we really want to waste them if we don't have to? Let's see. This is just too cool. I feel like I wouldn't want the hoppers just so that you could see this like awesome thing. I don't care if you don't get as much stuff. I mean, come on, that's just so nice. Maybe if we close off a little of the like bottom areas there. That's the thing that I think we'll maybe see some of the biggest issues from is water streams like throwing stuff. My only thing is I think sometimes it'll throw stuff over here, and then that would be kind of a big issue. And then this area up front we could do a little facade with. We'll have a nice like, you know, sugarcane growing, you know, thing. Well, I don't know. We'll see. Okay, a bunch just fell off, and it looks like for the most part things are going in, but let's just check over here really quick. I think I saw, did I see something fall over here? I think we might be okay. Wow. I think we did it. Look at this. This is gonna be twice as strong as ever before. All right, so let's check it out. We'll come back to this in just a little bit to see what it says. Excuse me, I said no chickens. So rude. Well, and there you have it, everybody. Thanks to these beautiful witches, we've started to actually get more redstone. No. Look at that. See what I'm talking about? It's all about the redstone. So this season is gonna have a lot of builds. Like, and I'm talking a lot of builds when it comes to redstone. So it's gonna be really, really nice to have more resources to make stuff like this. This is obviously gonna need a little bit of a retouch, which we'll do in another video. But for now, it's nice to get the functionality of the thing working. I'm just really stoked to have gotten something like this done so quick and with awesome people. So anyway, thank you so much for hanging out today and going with me and finding redstone and getting a witch hut. Oh my gosh, we did so much. Tune in next week and make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. Hey, and also, what should I build with my redstone gear now? I have so much. You let me know. All right, bye.